Anong, a Laos 20-year-old student, has attached his life with each piece of land, every tree in the forest in Hepar, the Farmer Field School of Social Policy Ecology Research Institute in Huang Son District, Hà Tĩnh Province, in the central region of Vietnam. In 3 years living and studying here, Anong shared his beliefs and has learned a lot from the practice of the indigenous farming knowledge. The sharing of the Laos students about the joy of living and studying in Vietnam was recorded and broadcast in the program Showing Vietnam at the beginning of this September. And in today's program, you will be seeing this Laos student, but not in Vietnam, but in a different place.
Hello, you're watching Shang Vietnam on VTC10 Net Viet. I'm Van Hiệp speaking from Laos. And in today's program, let's meet again an old friend of Shang Vietnam who has told us a very interesting stories during our trip to Hà Tĩnh Province, the central part of Vietnam. And now, let's welcome him again to our program today. And hello, Anong, and thank you very much for joining us today. So Anong, it has been 4 months since we last met in Hà Tĩnh Province. So for the past 4 months, how are you?
Sometimes sick, but not too bad. That's okay for me.
So for the past 4 months, you have been sick, and also for the past 4 months, 2 storms also affected the central part of Vietnam. So does it affect you and also affect the eco farming model in Hepar?
The flood, that's I think not problem for to us, but my farms everything's lost. That's flood. My product is lost on the flood. The banana or the cassava, and also the fruit trees I planted is now lost. The animals I have in my farms, it's okay. The floods cannot take it. The geese or pigs, chickens are still okay. And now I have 5 forest pigs, the baby one, the little one now. And now I have 6 pigs now.
Previously, you told me that you have 2 years more before you come back to your country. So now we meet you here in Laos. So why are you here?
This time I came back to Laos to help the this school. We can say also Farmers Field School. This I have them to design about the garden bed, and I share about how to plant the vegetable and I also learn about the experience from the villager, from another person in the Long Lan village, Hmong people, and then I have to share about my lesson learned from Hepar to them and how to we practice in this.
So this time you came here and you introduced to the local people here about the techniques that you learned from Hepar in Hà Tĩnh Province. So can you introduce a little bit about what you are doing here for the local people?
This area I designed by we make the field like the rice field. We collect the knowledge from the many knowledge like the slope land or the slope land we design like we call the rice fields like that. We design for for stop the erosion, or when the rains come, the rains flow down and the field can keep the nutrient from the forest or the everything in the field. that's very good for farmer could know about it.
This mountainous area in the Long Lan village in the Luang Prabang province has been unavoided and redesigned according to the training model of eco-farming in Hepar Hating. Here, the steepy land areas are converted into terraces for growing vegetable, fruit trees and medicinal plants. This new school was just built and the teachers of the school are also the young people who have learned about ecological agriculture from Vietnam. In these days, a Laos student studying in Hepar who has come to the Long Lan and instructed young people here about how to do eco-farming from the cultivating land, weeding and planting trees on steeping terrain.
อันนงได้สอนเกี่ยวกับเฮ็ดนาขั้นใดแล้วก็เกี่ยวกับว่าคันว่าดินนี่ทำอินท่าน
Anong taught me about terraces and function of the terraces. We design the sloping terrain and when it rains, terrace fill will retain nutrients in the soil. When the soil retains nutrients, plants will grow well.
ผักมีอย่างชนิดต่างๆจึงงาม
At this sloping terrain, Onong and the students here can plant different types of trees and plants, such as cabbage, beans, and spinach. These trees are grown together to support each other and to avoid pests and harmful insects. Not everyone knows how to grow plants like this. Therefore, apart from the students at the Long Lan village, there are young people, young farmers from other countries coming here to learn and exchange experiences in ecological agriculture with Anong.
Anong has potential to understand the nature because if you look at the design of this land, it's very detailed. Like we have to know where is the sunrise from, and we have to know which part of the land could be used for each vegetable. It's just like he understands how to be a part of nature, not control the nature.
With the current trend is to do farming for sales, but in this area, the students, the young farmers, are learning and developing agriculture for themselves. They combine their local knowledge along with the skills of ecological agriculture to create products that are clean and environmentally sustainable and safe for health. This is one of the goals that the teachers from Vietnam, including Anong, wish to be carried out not only in Vietnam, in Laos, but also in many other countries.
So most of the students that you teach them, they are still very young. So do they have enough knowledge about the eco-farming and about the how to plant in this slope area?
For the students I teach or I share my lesson learn or something, they I think that they already have, but they don't know how to use use it in the land. Example, the last student here, they also know about how to grow the vegetable in the slope land or in the last land, like Hmong people like in here.
So apart from helping the local people here design the terrain for growing the plants here, what did you introduce to them?
After I share the idea for the making design the garden, and I also help they to design the water system, also the how to make design the toilet or something, and I have share about the how to make the banana cycle and the function of the banana cycle. I share to the villagers here, and I will practice it in my home also after this workshop.
And what do you think about the effectiveness of the knowledge and the skills that you learned from HEPA and applied to this model, to this area?
I think the lesson learned of at Vietnam, Mexico, also we can apply to this area. That's very good because here's we design the same, and they are little bit different weather, the season. I think this very good.
So this time you stay here with the local people and instructed them to grow the plants, to do the eco farming in this area. So when are you going to come back to Vietnam?
After I finish here, I only have time here only 2 weeks. In the 2nd of December, I will come back to Vietnam and continue my study. Then also study and teach the new student about the farm.
And once again, thank you very much, Anong, for joining our program today. And we hope that in the near future, we'll meet you again in Vietnam and you can share with the two viewers a lot of interesting stories.
Okay, thank you.
And with that, we have to wrap up our program for today. For comment and feedback, don't hesitate to write to us at vtc.vn. And once again, Avan here from Laos, saying goodbye for now.